Like, you called out the fade and then you don't swing? Elsie!
Look, let's be clear, I ain't never took a loss. Every time I go shopping, I ain't gotta check the cost. Still independent, still my own boss. Still got bad bitches coming up they draws. Keep the beat up like a motherfucking Frito. Lucci flaming hot like a motherfucking Cheeto. This is not an act, I am not Don Cheeto. So the nigga out, treat him like a free code. Yeah, you heard right, I'm a whole ass gangster. Made him eat my butt, I ain't even say thank ya. Thought he's gon' fuck, no nigga, I'm a prankster. I can make a thug nigga feel like a wankster. Pull up down my green like she go.
What's up, Lucci gang? It's your girl Lucci V, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be recapping Baddies Africa episode 21. Okay, so if you would like to get into a little tea with me, and then stay tuned to this video right here. But first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding, ding, ding. And let's get it. Hello. First of all, you guys, y'all already know I gotta say happy Monday. I hope all of you guys had a fun and safe weekend, even if you didn't do much. My weekend was good. I hung out with my niece all weekend. We went out to eat. We got some tattoos. We went to Sephora, got some lip glosses and stuff. Like, so I had a cute little chill weekend with my niece. Like, that's my mini bestie, y'all. I love her. So, yeah, y'all, when I woke up today, I'm not going to lie, y'all. When I woke up today, I did not feel like getting on camera. But y'all know what motivated me to get on camera? Y'all, I didn't want y'all in my DMs cussing me out. So, here I am, y'all. Let's get into the tea. Baddies Africa, episode 21. I can't believe we are on episode 21, and the preview for next week did not say finale. It did not say finale. So, I don't know how many more episodes we have, but... look at my cup, y'all. I don't know which one of y'all got me this cup, but y'all give me the best little cups for my iced coffee. I'm a daily iced coffee drinker. I know people be saying it's not good for you, but I don't know. Maybe it's not good for them. It's good for me. Okay, let's get into it, okay? So, episode 1 kicks off with the club situation. We know that Summer had threw a bottle at Cold Killer. Cold Killer picked up the ice bucket and threw it at Summer. And Natalie all on the mic like, stop, y'all embarrassing me. It never fails. Like, whenever the girls get to rumbling and tumbling, Natalie is going to act gagged and surprised every single time. Like, she don't be the one stirring the pot, cabbage patching in the pot. Like, girl, you know what's going on. Like, and I'm not saying she stirred the pot in this instance, but I'm just saying, like, every time she be showing up in the girls fighting or they be fighting in front of her, she be like, what happened? What's going on? What? Girl, you know what's going on. It's Baddies. Well, your song said everybody whooping everybody. You know what type of time it is, okay? So, after all that's going on, they carry Summer out of the club. And Summer is just having a great time on security back. Like, she in her confessional, like, that was the best night of my life. I'm like, Summer is like one French fry short of a Happy Meal. Like, girl, why would that be the best night of your life, getting drug out of the club by security? Like, she was having a grand old time, dude. But she was, like she was getting a piggyback ride from security or something. Like, girl, you're getting put out, sister. Okay, after Summer left, though, the rest of the club was like lit. They was turned up, okay? So the next day, we see a few different scenes of the girls discussing things. Like, there's a scene with Rolley and Scotty talking about, everything that's been transpiring. They really was talking about stuff that we already talked about, like the Big Lex situation and all of that. And then we see some of the girls discussing Summer throwing the bottle in the club and how they don't feel like that was right. And we also see a few scenes of girls talking about how Russian Cream went home and they felt like she should have been went home. They felt like she wasted a spot for somebody, for somebody that really wanted to be there. And, I agree. I do feel like that ever since the beginning, it was like, I feel like after Rolley had put the beats on Russian, after that, it was like she just kind of like, I don't know, it was like kind of like that was like her wake up call, like, whoa, this is not really for me. Like, I don't want to be rumbling and tumbling all day. Like, I really feel like ever since the squabble with her and Rolley, her whole like demeanor, energy, because y'all remember that first night when she was trying to get to Rican, she was on that. She was I'm on that. What's up? I'm on that, kicking doors and all that. And then after her and Rolley had their squabble, it was kind of like, I don't really know if I'm a baddie, like sis was not prepared. No shade. That's really what I feel like. I do feel like, maybe Latina Rose could have came earlier or something and took her spot, or they could have had someone else come in, like, cause yeah, she was definitely like a wasted spot. No shade, okay. So then they arrived at a beer garden, okay. Summer wasn't even in there all the way. Like, Cold Killer and them had got there first. Summer wasn't even all the way through the entrance, and Cold Killer like, what up? But what's up, nigga? Like, y'all know how she is. You know what I'm saying? And no lie, at the beginning, Cold Killer was keeping up this time. No shade. Like, y'all know usually y'all be like, she don't be winning against Summer. But I feel like on this round, at the beginning, she was getting in there with Summer. And then towards the end, I felt like she stopped kind of swinging and Summer was getting her head or whatever. Or wait, not that she stopped swinging. She wasn't really landing many. And Summer was cracking her in the back of the head. So, I don't know. I guess I would say tie, because I feel like Cold Killer had the upper hand at the beginning, and then towards the end, Summer came through. But I'm not gonna lie, Summer was lumped up. So if you said that Cold Killer won that, I wouldn't debate you. I wouldn't try to argue with you. I just feel like with me watching, y'all know I watch it in slow-mo like 5 times before I come to my decision. So just me watching it in slow-mo a lot of times, I do feel like towards the end, Cold Killer was missing all her swings and Summer was just poop, 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 poop all in the back of her head. But like I said, Summer was lumped up. She did have like, some little unicorn horns. So I mean, like I said, if you feel like Cold Killer won that, I don't have no argument for you, boo. But just my opinion, I'm gonna edge it to Summer or say tie. I really would go with tie, but if I had to choose a winner, I would say Summer. But I ain't here to debate y'all on that one. Because it'd be some squabbles where the person clearly lost, and because this y'all fave, y'all be trying to be like, well, no, no, I'm not one of them. Y'all already know. I don't care. So then Rolley starts going around the room, like at a beer garden, asking girls, like, one by one, who they got an issue with, all that. I ain't gonna lie, Rolley gave what Natalie be supposed to give. Like, you know what I mean? Like, on this episode, you really saw, because I remember, like, some months ago, Rolley had made a post on Instagram, like, I had to basically do Natalie's job this season, and da-da-da. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it's been other past episodes, like I said in one of my previous videos, that I noticed it, but on this episode in particular, she really gave what I be thinking that Natalie gonna do in her position. Like, Rolley was like in charge, take control. The girls were listening to her, they were attentive, you know what I mean? Like, and it was just like, I feel like maybe the girls listen to Rolley more because she doesn't come in and give like, I'm better than y'all, I'm the boss, so do what I say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she just kind of be, come on y'all, like, what we gonna do here? It's not making sense. Y'all yelling over each other, y'all keep doing it, you know what I mean? Like, Rolley definitely gave CEO vibes on this episode, okay? So, as she's going around the room asking girls who has an issue, Pretty P, she asked Pretty P, like, do she still got an issue with Summer? Y'all know, like, over the watch situation from episode 1 or 2 or something, like, and, Pretty P was basically saying, like, in the scene, like, she basically over it, but in her confessional, she was acting like she still need that from Summer. So I'm like, we on episode 21. Ain't no way we about to be bringing up stuff from episode 1 and 2, baby. Like, let's not do that, okay? So then Scotty asks Latina Rose, like, how she feels about some of the stuff and the drama that's been going on. And Latina Rose was basically like, I ain't been here to really know what was going on, so it's not really my business. And Scotty clocked her tea. Because she was like, okay, true, I like that, but the stuff with Diamond and Natalie also wasn't your business. You weren't here for that, and you still involved yourself in that. I was like, ooh, Scotty, you ate that, because she did insert herself, didn't she, sister, and got tore out the frame. Okay, ooh, okay. So then Rican makes her return. Y'all know she had to fly home for court. She had some legal issues, and when she got to the beer garden, Big Lex was like, was everything okay? And, she said, yeah, and Diamond the Body was like, Lex, because you don't like people talking to people that they fault, so why you asking her if everything was okay? And because y'all know that's the whole thing that started Big Lex and Tavi getting into it, because Tavi had fought Fauna, and then Big Lex saw her like being in Fauna face, being friendly, and Big Lex told her she felt like that was copping a plea because Fauna gave her a competition, So I do understand both sides. Now, number one, I do feel like, yeah, if you feel like other people can't fight people and talk to them, yeah, that's weird. But number two, I feel like facing jail time is something serious, so I don't feel like she's wrong for being concerned about that. Because even Kay Rican was like, I mean, nobody want to see nobody in jail, you know what I'm saying? So I did understand. That's like somebody losing a family member, like how Summer even had to tell Pretty P, like, you know, I'm sorry for your loss. Like, even if we don't get along, there's just certain things I feel like that's like bigger than a reality TV show beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I didn't like Kay Rican, I would have asked her too, like, was everything okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, going to jail, facing prison time and all of that, like, that's something serious. But I don't think Diamond was wrong for mentioning it either. Because, I mean, we on a TV show, we seen how this play out, and we saw how you know, made that big issue with Taffy. So I understand both sides of it, honestly. So then Rolley gets to LCK, and she asks LCK, like, do you have an issue with anybody in this facility? And LCK says, Kay Rican, she, baby, when I say she wasted no time, like, that's why I know everybody feels like the Pretty Three, Fauna, Kay Rican, and Cold Killer. I know a lot of people feel like they be losing all they fights or whatever, but one thing I will say, they get out there and they don't waste no time. The only person that was kind of hesitant to just hopping out there with was Big Lex, but they still got out there. But you could tell they kind of was like, damn, gotta fight this bitch, you know what I mean? But they don't be scary, you know. And Kay Rican was like, she came up out that jacket so fast, walked over to LCK, threw a drink in her face, and then boom, they got the squabbling. Now, this is my thing with LCK. I don't understand how she's the one that called out the fade, and she was not swinging. Like, all she was doing was hugging Kay Rican while Kay Rican was swinging. Like, Elsie, I don't know what, like, when she fought on the little bus the last week against Russian Cream, that was the first time I saw her actually remembering to swing. I don't know how it slipped her mind again, and she just was not swinging. Like, you called out the fade and then you don't swing? Elsie, girl, don't. Elsie, okay, anyways, then Tabby Baby, oh yeah, Rolley got to Tabby Baby and asked, do she have a problem with anyone? And she says, yes, Big Lex. I be wanting Tabby to stop with the Big Lex stuff. No shade, like, cause it's like she tear you every time. So if I was Tabby, I would have been left Big Lex alone. I ain't gonna lie. Call me what you want. I would have been left her alone. You know what I mean? You beat me up 4-5 times already. I don't want no more smoke. That means I cannot defeat you. Okay, I have met the final boss, and I'm cool with that. I ain't finna keep getting lumped up. Like, no shade. Like, I would have been left Big Lex alone if I was her. Or, you know, I ain't gonna. Y'all know I'm from Chicago. We're gonna leave it at that. But so she throws a beer on Lex, and then Lex throws one back on her, and she proceeds to long arm beatbox Tabby again for 2 rounds. Like, how many rounds have they ran so far in total this? Like, how many times they fought? They fought on the bus, right? Then they fought off the bus. How many rounds they fought off the bus? And then they fought at that little African, like, dance meetup thing. And then they fought, like, outside the house. I don't know. They had to have ran, like, 10 rounds. And I feel like Tabby Baby have not won any of them. And that's no shade. Like, I will say, she get in the paint. She not scary. You know, she does not let defeat bother her. But she should. Like, she should just give that up. Okay? I don't know what's going on. So then Scotty was like, y'all keep fighting over this. This is dumb. And da-da-da-da. And Lex was like, shut up, Scotty, for you get it next. I was like, ooh, Scotty, please. Stop, Scotty. I don't want you to get it next, sister. But it's like, no shade. This is kind of like going back to Scotty inserting herself in what Lex's problem is. I know a lot of people kind of act confused on, like, why does Lex have a problem with Scotty? What, like, this is like probably like the 3rd or 4th time this season that Scotty has inserted herself in an issue that does not have nothing to do with her, that Lex is involved in. So it's just like, you can't be saying little comments on the side and expect somebody not to say nothing back. Now, do I feel like Big Lex and Scotty, I wish that they would just squash it and, like, be cool? Yes, I do. But I can say, like, as the season is progressing, I can see what Lex means by Scotty inserting herself, because you ain't have to say nothing. They gonna fight regardless, sister. So for you to try to say, like, oh, y'all fighting over something so dumb and pointless and da-da-da-da. Girl, y'all know what y'all came to this little drink, dinner, whatever it's called. Y'all know y'all be coming for a Royal Rumble. So let's not act brand new, sister, okay? So then Rolley brings up Dolly hitting Fauna with some noodles. Now, y'all, this is from like episode 2 or something, or maybe 3. 1, 2, 3. And we on episode 21. So, wow, I forgot that even happened. Like, Dolly hit you with some noodles. Like, so, Fauna was acting like she really didn't care. She was like, I ain't tripping on it. It just made me hungrier and da-da-da. And I don't know. I think she let Rolley get in her head, put a battery in her back, because then all of a sudden her and Dolly was fighting. And I'm just like, you just was saying you didn't really care about it. So how did that end up to y'all fighting? Now, the first round, I do feel like Fauna got that. I feel like Fauna got that first round. The second round, though, I feel like Dolly caught her too off guard. You know what I mean? And Dolly was just mac, had her nose bleeding. Like, she didn't get tore up. Like, she didn't get tore up to where it was like, damn, but it was like she definitely lost that second round. If you ask me, I definitely feel like Dolly got the upper hand in that. So Scotty and Lex start arguing again, and Lex wants an apology for Scotty ripping up her wig. Scotty says, absolutely not. And Lex throws a drink on her. So Scotty starts taking off her shoes, tying her hair up. She, acting like she ready for action. And then Scotty is all of a sudden like, oh yeah, Dolly, didn't you say you wanted to fight me at the little ninja thing? You were saying I want to fight everybody except for Natalie and Rolley. And I don't understand why Scotty brought that back up, because I remember at the little bonfire thing when they was having like the little roasting session or whatever, she brought that up. And Dolly was saying like, girl, I wasn't even, I wasn't really including you. I wasn't talking about you. Like, we've been cool this whole time. So why would I be including you? So it's like, they had already discussed it. Like, am I tripping? Did I like not remember this correctly? Because I remember Scotty mentioning that at the little bonfire thing. And Dolly was basically like, girl, it ain't have nothing to do with you. Like, we haven't had no issue. So why would I be talking about you? So for her to bring it up again at the beer garden, it's like, girl, why you fishing for an issue? So Dolly was like, what's up? And that kind of like threw me off, because in the confessionals, people was like, why would Dolly be trying to fight Scotty? Come on, Dolly, you're doing too much. And it's just like, Scotty the one who started with her. Dolly was not on that. I know a lot of times the big three is on that. This time I could say Dolly, this was not Dolly. This was Scotty this time. She was acting like she was ready for action, okay? No phase were ran though. They would not let it happen. Y'all know how security is with Scotty. Even though Scotty wasn't giving scary, I do kind of feel like, Dolly would have got that. And I feel like security know Dolly would have got that. So they like, let's not let this happen. But I'm not going to lie. Scotty been impressing me this season with her not being scary and her actually, being willing to get out there with people. Rolley took a moment to give Fauna and Tavi and Rican their props and, uplifting them and stuff like that. That's what I feel like they be wanting Natalie to do, and she don't really be giving that to them. So I feel like that was a cute little moment. So then Natalie finally arrives, and of course I already know she's acting shocked. OMG, what's going on? Why are you guys fighting? We can't go to the concert now because everyone's wig is off and scratched up and it's like, girl, here you go with this. Here you go with this, girl. In the middle of Natalie talking, Dolly just ran up on someone. Y'all, comment below. Who was that Dolly ran up on? I've been seeing different stuff on Twitter. Some people say it was one person. Some people say it was another person. Like, who was that? All I saw was Dolly's pants. And I don't know who Dolly ran up on. Next week, basically some of the same phase are going to get ran. Fauna and Lex. I don't know who that was fighting Rican, but like, that's why I feel like we need to start, or they need to start doing like more rotation of the girls, more replacements or something, more newbies or something. I don't know, because it's just like, it's like it's going to be a pattern all the time. Like, it's always going to be people versus the big three if they keep bringing them back. And it's like, it's going to be the same fades all season, Like, it's time for some different fades, like, but okay, you guys, like, that's all for this video. I am about to film Jocelyn's Cabaret next, and I'm also going to film Playboy's Miami for those who watch my Now That's TV content. All of that will be uploaded tonight, okay? I'm dropping all 3 videos today on a Monday, okay? So, yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as usual, thank you for watching.